station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place, Go Beyond. Well, good evening and welcome to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. And as you know, at the beginning of the year, I talked about having a focused word for the show, one particular word that I would focus on. Do you know what tonight's word is going to be? Tonight's word is overwhelmed. Okay, overwhelmed or overwhelming. And we're going to go into that and unpack that in a minute, but I just want to share a little bit about me and how I help my clients become less stressed and overwhelmed, okay, with masterminds and leadership trainings, diversity inclusion trainings, communication to connection trainings, retreats. I help business professionals and business owners and teams and organizations to really get out of their own way, to get unstuck. And we really need to get unstuck now more than ever, don't we? We really need to discover what it is, and it's usually more than one thing, that's overwhelming us, that's holding us back from moving forward, from being what we need to be and who we want to be and accomplishing all the goals that we have for our life and business, right? So having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, someone to help you think not only creatively but strategically is a game changer in this new digital landscape that we're all living in, that we're all working in, and that we're looking to thrive in and not just survive. So if you're ready, really ready to take yourself and your business and your team to the next level, contact me for a lunch and learn. It's a 45-minute complimentary training where I go in and we really unpack some really important topics to really equip you and your team, and for you to get a taste of how I can really up-level your performance and your mindset and enhance your skill set, or a discovery session. And contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on my website on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond. Like and message me on, I keep saying I want you to like and message me. I guess that's the message. Contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster, or contact me on my email at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. It's so important. So many of us want to grow our careers. We want to advance in our careers and grow our businesses. But we really don't realize, we forget that we need to grow ourselves first. So if you're ready to step up, show up, and never give up, it's time for you and your team to go beyond. So I wanted to start off by talking about overwhelmed, being overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed, because we all are feeling that. We need to acknowledge that. We did when COVID first happened. We're still experiencing that. There's so many things that we really need to recognize and acknowledge. And once you do, we know that we're feeling that, but what do you do with those feelings? And what happens is when we're feeling overwhelmed, what do we tend to do? We tend to do nothing, right? It keeps us stuck. We can't move. We don't really feel confident or able to move forward for the goals and the dreams and the aspirations that we have, even the slightest bit, because we're feeling that overwhelmed feeling of not being able to see the whole picture, to not know what's next, to not feel that we're enough. And it can really keep us stuck in our tracks, and it's really we really need to make a huge difference with regards to our mindset when it comes to that, okay? And, it's very interesting. It could be a lack of direction that causes that overwhelm, because the fact is, and I'm going to go over some scenarios, and I would love to hear from you. Put your comments in the comment section, and we can address them online right now. We can do them live, or I will address them after the show. But I will always acknowledge them because your voice and your comments and your feedback are very much appreciated. And we want to hear from you. You know, when you share, that's another part of helping you with of feeling overwhelmed and being in that overwhelmed state. It's being able to share that with someone. Don't keep that all in. You know, I know that it is Mental Health Month, right? And we need to really be aware of the thoughts that we're having, but also the feelings that are associated with those thoughts. And so it could be that we're feeling that there's too much information, that there's not enough, okay? A lack of direction. It could be that we really don't have a deadline. We don't understand how to prioritize. There are so many reasons and causes, not just the situations and everything that we're going through, but it's also what's going on not just around us, but inside us. Think about that. I know it's situations and conditions, and we all are experiencing that. I'm not diminishing that. I'm experiencing that too and have. But those aren't necessarily going to go away. So we need to know how to cope with them better. We need to know how to be very strategic. And it's about acknowledging how you're feeling, what you're seeing, what is happening, and really talking with someone. Okay, not just keeping it inside. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a coach like me. It's about having an outlet to have this dialogue with someone to really unpack those feelings and those emotions of feeling that you can't move forward. And, you know, I have heard this so much. So many people, I've said it too, but so many of my clients are expressing this overwhelmed feeling right now. And when we discuss it even further, we find out what's causing that. And it's situational, but it's also how they're feeling because of those situations, because of maybe the people that they're dealing with, or where their business is at, or where their business isn't at yet. And I use that word yet because we're not there yet where we want to be, but we need to acknowledge that we're making progress. How does that feel? Doesn't that sound better than waiting and hoping and wishing? We need to be very strategic and creative right now about how we're moving forward in our businesses, with our clients, with our team, with our family, with ourselves, don't we? So when you get to think outside the box. When you're feeling overwhelmed, I assure you, you can't think that way on your own. You need a partner. You need a thinking partner. You need someone to guide you. And that person might be me, or it might be someone else, or it might be a good friend, but you really need to align yourself even with a group that's very supportive, because we need to have these dialogues. You know, I lead roundtable discussions with companies, corporations, and organizations, and you would be amazed at what comes out from these conversations that they didn't even expect to have, because people keep things so under tight wraps. They're not allowed, and this allows them to talk about them. How about having, with mindset shift workshops? You need to think about even masterminds. There's so many opportunities, or one-on-one coaching, or just starting with a conversation is really important. So I want you to know that there's a key piece to this. First is really acknowledging that you are feeling overwhelmed. They're not just words. They're not just feelings. They're real. And then really finding out what that state of mind is. It's not that it's a fact, being overwhelmed. It's a state of mind, of consciousness, okay, that will limit our progress, our happiness, our success, our fulfillment, our well-being. Those are some powerful things that it can limit, right? We cannot let that get in our way. That's why we need tools. I'm going to share some with you here tonight, okay? So in order to do that, we really need to not just acknowledge that we're feeling overwhelmed, but then we need to stop, okay? Think of a stop sign. I need you to stop. Stop what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know this routine this habit that you're in every single day? We need to stop it. And by realizing that that takes courage. That takes a lot of courage to stop what you're comfortable doing that you've been doing for so long. But when you acknowledge that it's not working, when you acknowledge that you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling a lack mentality and it's really keeping you from moving forward and achieving all the things that you desire and deserve, that should give you the courage. That should give you the motivation and the push. And if that doesn't, I will. I will help you do that. So when we really stop what it is that is getting in our way and what we're doing that is really, again, stopping us. Stop stopping you. Stop stopping you. We need to jump away from all the chaos and, this fast-moving pace of what's not working and give ourselves this precious pause, this time to not only reflect, but to really stop and look and listen to the quiet and really get a bearing on where you are right now and where you want to be. And you can't do that with all the noise and all the movement and all the chaos and this overwhelming feeling. You cannot do that. You can't accomplish that. So you need to get a better handle on that. And when you get that better handle on it, you can see the bigger picture. That bigger picture that we all know is there. And don't get overwhelmed by that bigger picture. Again, you know that I break things into bite-sized pieces, and that's how you go after your goals. The second thing that I would love to talk about is to let go of some things. I know that so many of us, we want to hold on to so much, and I know that I do too. But we need to really acknowledge what we can let go of, even if it's temporary or it's permanent. What can you let go of to really hold on to the things that really matter? Where is your focus? Where is your direction? Where is your path? You need to get very clear on that. And, when you eliminate those things, it allows what you do want to accomplish to come to the forefront. It allows you to keep moving forward and gives you that momentum, and it empowers you when you're not feeling so empowered. I also want you to start saying no. I know that's a tough one. I had a client who was just sharing with me that he feels bad about saying no. He thinks that it's a reflection on him, and he prides himself on always saying yes, and it's to his detriment. It's actually hurting himself personally and his relationships and his business. And just by him saying that to me and acknowledging that, we were able to work through some things with his business. So it's interesting, people say, well, are you a business coach or a life coach? I'm a business coach. But we're not so compartmentalized that as a business owner or a business professional, we're human beings first. So we really need to acknowledge that and all the facets and pieces that make us up. I can't believe we're at the halfway mark, so I'm going to cut to a commercial break with my amazing sponsors, and we're going to come back and talk more about feeling overwhelmed, being overwhelmed, and what you can do to help push through that. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. See you in just a minute.
Does your pool have a leak? Pool leaks can be extremely costly, mostly because many homeowners don't realize the difference between normal evaporation and a leak. With over 20 years of expertise, LeakWorks provides premier leak detection, repair and pool equipment for pools, spas, and fountains. We've performed thousands of leak detections and repairs for both residential and commercial swimming pools throughout South Florida. We provide comprehensive leak detection using the latest state-of-the-art ultrasonic equipment to dive pools. We specialize in leak detection and repairs, skimmers, pumps, filters, main drains, heaters, lights, saltwater systems, and so many more. Call us at 954-629-3654 or email us at leakworksflorida@gmail.com to set up an appointment. Honest, reliable, dependable, licensed, and insured. LeakWorks. When it comes to pools, we have the tools and expertise to get the job done right.
Concierge Software creates technology to help small and medium-sized businesses save time and money. Concierge Software sets up the IT infrastructure, which includes your computer, telephone, cloud system, network, email, and security. Concierge Software can help you with business automation by developing software, providing accounting software with Sage Intacct, setting up online sales and e-commerce, and customizing apps. Call Concierge Software at 954-874-9093 or concierge.com. Concierge Software, IT to help you work smarter. Business has changed. Have you changed? Leadership and success require so much more than they did before. Investing in your own personal development as well as the development of your team is an absolute necessity in this new, ever-changing digital business landscape. Mastering mindset and effective communication skills are critical pieces to the success and growth of your business, now more than ever. I'm Jordana Foster, founder of Ready, Set, Go Beyond. As a certified mindset coach, business strategist, communication and leadership trainer, and motivational speaker, I am passionate about helping business professionals, business owners, executive managers, sales teams, and organizations to elevate mindset, enhance communication, and up-level performance. Mindset and communication are the key skills for success, especially now with most of us working remotely and interacting with our clients virtually on a daily basis. Don't just survive, it's time to thrive. Contact me for a complimentary 20-minute discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. If you want to grow your business or advance in your career, you need to grow yourself first. Step up, show up, and never give up. It's time to go beyond. You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. I would like to thank my incredible sponsors. First, LeakWorks, which is your expert in leak detection and leak repairs. Pool equipment. If you have a pool, if you want to enjoy your pool, contact somebody that's licensed, insured, and over 25 years in the business, leakworks.com, and they will take care of all of your pool needs. I would also like to thank my wonderful new sponsor, which is Concierge Software, IT services, software development, and business automation. IT to help you work smarter, and I know we all need that, don't we, now more than ever. So I want to continue talking about, feeling overwhelmed and what we can do, because I'm all about giving you tools because we can't just say that we're stuck. We need to know that we have solutions and we have plans that we can move forward, but it's going to take dedication and consistency and effort, right? But you need the tools. You can't just wish and hope for it. So aside from, saying no, that was one of the last things I told you to do, also knowing your priorities. When we're feeling overwhelmed, so much is on our plates, right? We're feeling overwhelmed with more responsibilities. There's more distractions. We're being pulled in all these different directions, right? And it's very important to know what the top 3 priorities are for you. So I just did a training for one of my corporate clients, and one of the things that we really needed to unpack, and I suggest this for you every day, know what your priorities are. I know we think everything is a top priority, but that's not the case. It feels like everything's that important, but when you really look at your list, and I highly suggest you do, this is what I do with my clients, look at your list for the week, your list for the day, your list of what you want to accomplish, your to-do list. I want you to look at that, and then you're going to prioritize it. And I guarantee that you will find things based on deadlines and a sense of urgency and expectations and all of those different components that come into place. When you look at that, you will get your top 3. Now, can you always add things to that list from a prior? Absolutely. Not until you're done. So make sure that you have those priorities in place. I assure you, you will feel better, not only crossing them off your list, but because you got the tough things done first, the things that were most urgent, the things that had the deadlines. This happened with me this morning. I had to send out proposals. I had other things that I needed to do, right, that I thought were important, certainly not as important because my clients were waiting on those proposals. So look at scheduling, look at your deadlines. If you need accountability, hire a coach or a business partner, or ask somebody who really is knowledgeable in time management, which is one of my areas of expertise, and carve out the time and really be strategic about your day. Don't let your day just unfold. That's where you will feel overwhelmed that you're not only do you have so much to do, but that you felt frustrated that you weren't able to accomplish anything. And that's just going to get you further and further bogged down and feeling, and you know I'm all about feelings, and so are you. Our feelings dictate everything. Our thoughts and our feelings dictate the actions we take or we don't take, right? So it's really important to prioritize, and I really think that if you get in the habit of doing that every single day, it will make all the difference for you. I also suggest that you take a break. Okay, you need to take a break. Not only do you have your priorities, but once you've accomplished one of those priorities, take a break. Go outside, enjoy nature, get some fresh air, do some stretching. I do yoga on the patio. Take a break. You know, maybe read something. I'm big on reading books, filling yourself up. It is so important to refill yourself in between all the things that you're looking to accomplish. I also want you to really think about taking, aside from taking a break, you know how we have, when my kids were little, they had to have a timeout. I want you to take an emotional timeout. Think about that, to really kind of think of where your feelings are. Acknowledge, remember at the top of the show, we talked about acknowledging where you are. It's really important to do that because so many of times we don't realize how we're feeling until it's too late. And then we're not able to get out of it for a longer period of time. So if you acknowledge and you reflect on it and you have that emotional time out, it's allowing you to get that clarity that we all need. Okay? And then the last one is to really write things down. Write the stuff down. It's really important for you to do that because when you write it down, you're not only acknowledging it, but the pen to paper is a powerful exercise that I highly recommend. And the last thing I want to share with you before I go to the quote is that, you know, when it's interesting, when I was thinking about the topic that I was going to talk about, right? When we think of overwhelmed, the majority of people think of overwhelming and being overwhelmed and feeling overwhelmed as negative. And it holds us back, and it does. But of course, I'm going to show you that there's another side to feeling overwhelmed. How about when I've attended a concert and there was an overwhelming response from the audience? That's positive. How about when I got an overwhelming applause when I give a speaking engagement? So how about overwhelming sense of gratitude for your family and your good health and everything that you have in your life? So I want you to really switch it out and think of being overwhelmed in the other way as well and really focusing, trying to shift to that other side. It's all about perspective. And I'm here to help you shift that perspective because we really need to not only be aware of that, really boost that awareness, but really have the tools and the consistency and the accountability and a thinking partner to be able to move forward, just like I do with my coaches. So I have a quote. It's quote time, and here you go. You know, you really need to know which balls that we're juggling, which are plastic and which are glass. And when we're juggling, we need to know which ones we're able, if you have to drop something, temporarily, it's not going to be the glass ones. And that's about the priorities. So I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. I'm here every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. And I'm also on WWNN. And I want you to think about prioritizing, thinking about overwhelming, how you can shift it, and all the tools that I shared with you to help you move in the right direction to start feeling better about yourself and where you're headed. And I would love to help you go beyond limitations and expectations. Join me here next Tuesday night. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.